It's me, 11:11 with Jenna. I am here every day at 11:11 a.m. and every night at 11:11 p.m. 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week right here on Facebook Live. And if you're watching it live, hi, I'll be there in a second. I have to plug in here. And if you're watching it later, we're not live anymore, but you can still message and post what you want. But if you're watching it on YouTube, I'm going to give a standing ovation to my friend William D. Thank you, William D. William D takes every single show since the very beginning of 11:11 and picks them up and magically, and I tell you magically because I don't know how he does it, because I don't know technology. I know what I know, and I know just enough to get in trouble. But I'm so grateful for people like William because he has put all the shows on YouTube. So if you're watching from YouTube, pardon me, hit the subscribe button, share it. And if you're on Facebook, share the show, share it. Hello, Patty. Hello, Julie. Hello, William. Hello, William. William, and I just got to tell you something else, you guys. I don't know exactly when the show is going to be on. I could look, but that'll be tomorrow night. Ben Fong Torres messaged me the other day, and he said, hey, if you have any Christmas songs, send them to me, and I'll put you as part of my radio show for Christmas. How do I do that? If I send it to you, it's going to be too late. Well, if you can send me MP3s. Who do I call? William D. William D, can you make MP3s for me? And I know I probably, if somebody taught me and they were willing to sit there and go over it like 11 times, then I would probably grok it. But William's like in the middle of moving. He's moving from one house to the other. He goes, sure. Hey, Mama Grace. Sure, I'll do that for you. When do you think you could do it? Tonight? Really? And then when do you think you could send them to? He sent every one of them to Ben. Ben listened to all of them, and he's bumping Buddy Holly for me. I'm waving. So thank you, William D. Rob Morocco. I know it's not display and share, but what? Roots. I love this sweatshirt. It's truly the bomb. Roots. I wear it with my sweater. I don't wear it with my hat because if I wear it with my hat, I would have permanent indentations, wool. I have indentations in my head that Carol could paint. I'm imagining, but I know, right? So one more time, William D. Where'd I go? So cool. So yes, I'm going to be, I could look. Let me see when it's going to be on, just because now I'm curious. Fong Torres, he has a movie, you guys. So good. We'll see what happens. So you'll be on December 18th through the 24th around 9:10 a.m. and p.m. following Tom Petty. Hard to pick between winter. This is what he said. So good. Hard to pick between Winter Wonderland and Jingle Bell Rock, which I'll put in my first set, bumping some guy named Buddy Holly. We'll see what happens. So you'll be on December 18th through the 24th. Thanks for all the joyous, jazzy sounds. XX Ben Fong Torres. I'm sort of happy, right? So I will find out the link to the show. It's Moon Alice Radio. So if you're listening between 12:10 Eastern time, 11:10 Central. Yeah, and I probably will wear this tomorrow too for display and share, but I have a really cool display and share that I will be sharing tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, Armando Ortega will be here. Tomorrow night, display and share. Saturday morning, One More Saturday Morning with Jeff Metzger. We'll have lots to talk about, probably Springsteen-like. Maybe, he'll loan us 1 million or 11. And then Saturday night, we'll probably continue the conversation with One More Saturday Night with Gary Lambert. Sunday morning, AJ Martinez going to give us a little freestyling, I think. Sunday night, which is what I wait for all the time. I'm telling you, Sunday nights, you guys, I didn't make this public. No wonder you can't share the show. Hold on. Hold the wire. Did I just freeze? What happened? I see nothing. Edit privacy. Public. Done. What's going on? What happened? I see nothing. Edit privacy. Oh, got it. Okay. William D. See, I told you. Patty. Spell check Jeepers. Honorary, not binary. I missed that. Binary. What are we Oh, you're a binary Canadian now. Honorary Canadian. Yes, that's me. And maybe we'll get a Morocco tomorrow night. Who knows? But right now, a couple months ago, I was waiting to see who was going to move in next door because I look out that window and I go, hi, new neighbor. And I look over and I meet the nicest couple in the world. They are so sweet. They're like for real, that sweet too. And they live right there. And I don't think they're both going to be gone tonight. But then I actually met Brandon in the alley, and we started talking one day, and Stacy, we were having a little, alley party, and he's really cool. And I said, what do you do? And he goes, well, I'm a realtor and I make these cool tables. Cool tables? What kind of tables? Well, he started telling me about them. I said, wait, what are you doing next Thursday night? He goes, well, I don't know. What am I doing? I said, 11:11 with Jenna. Ladies and gentlemen, right here, right now, conversations with the creatives. Welcome, Brandon Devere, Iowa.
I'm very good. How are you doing, Jenna?
Doing great. I'm doing great. I'm happy that you're here.
I'm happy that I'm here too. Yeah, when you told me you had this whole thing going, and then, so I did not know the extent of how often you do this, like how often your show goes on. And so when you told me about it, I was like, maybe it's like a weekly thing. No, this is a twice daily occurrence. And honestly, I admire your dedication. It takes discipline. It takes discipline to knock it out in the AM and the PM, let alone every day.
Yeah.
So, these, like you were so nice, and you mentioned me making the tables that I make. And for the people in the comment section or any viewers right now, I use epoxy resin, and I make coffee tables that are like river tables. So they got it looks like they have liquid in the middle of them. And I I make those tables, and it takes me maybe 4 or 5 days to make one, and that's if I really stay on it. Yeah, so like a little less than a week to make one of them. And I thought that I was putting in some serious work, but it is nothing compared to what Jenna is doing.
Mine's like in the, it's out there.
It is.
But Lillian, you've met Lillian.
I have.
Painter. Have you ever seen Lillian's paintings? I know many of
No,
you.
Not at all.
Lillian.
What? Look at that. She's a regular Jackson Pollock. Look at that. That is amazing. Wow. Now, does she use her paws, or is she like a body type?
She's rolled in it. She uses her paws, and she uses her tongue.
Wow. Okay. Hey,
So I'm curious. When you look like you guys to go, God, we got to go to bed now, and this woman's over here going like this, right?
So, okay.
Where are you right now? If I wave to you, could you see me?
So actually, no. Unfortunately, I am house sitting tonight for my
Oh,
mother. Yes, for my soon-to-be future mother-in-law. I'm getting married on March 27th next year. You know that. And I am.
I
Thank you
know.
so much. Thank you so
Can I
much.
come to can I invite myself to the wedding? Because I think it's going to be a really fun wedding.
You know what? I agree with you. And I think there'll be enough people that are like, hey, I don't know if I can make it, that a few spots will open up. So I think there may be a seat for you there. Absolutely. Maybe even for Lillian too.
Really am.
And yeah, absolutely.
First day
And
I met
so,
your fiance, I have
yeah.
to say, the second I met her, I said,
Uh-huh.
you should exchange numbers. And she writes down your number and her number, and then the date you guys are getting married on the piece of oh, this is
Yeah,
so cool. So
she's
you
got
guys
to.
live right next door right now. Okay.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I am about 10 minutes away. So I am, not that far, but not close enough to where we could wave to each other as neighbors do.
But when I am on here, like if you can see me, right? Like doing talking to people like this and stuff.
I So I gotta tell you, I really do keep to myself quite a bit.
Good. Because
So I,
sometimes I no, I'm just
you
kidding.
know, yeah, I make noise over at my place sometimes, and I wonder if like my downstairs neighbors can hear it, or if you can
Oh, I
hear
bet
it,
you can't hear it.
or no, they probably can't. I can barely hear them at all, and it's solid walls in that house,
Right now, we're coast to coast.
coast to coast.
We're coast to coast. I don't know if any of your people are here. Someone did say they were going.
Ah,
We're coast to coast and Canada too.
oh wow, that's fantastic. Well,
Yeah.
hello everyone on the West Coast, the East Coast, and up north. Hello.
Tell us about you.
So, okay, I'll try to make it quick. I know we have a limited time here, but I
Hey,
was
I'm
born and raised. Yeah, perfect.
yeah,
I was born and raised in Adrian, Michigan, where if you're not familiar with that, it's a real small town, kind of on the southeast side of Michigan.
where it is.
Show 'em where it's at. Okay, let me see here. All right, so since it's mirrored, okay, so St. Joe is like right there, right on the edge there, and I was born over here. So like right there. So like here's Ohio, there's Adrian. And yeah, so I was born and raised there. It's not a very big town. It's kind of a no-name town. And after I graduated high school, I went up to Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is a lot more familiar with people around the Midwest. And so
Show
I
me
went to
where it is.
school
Show
there.
me Grand
Yeah,
Rapids.
so let's see. So Grand Rapids. So I went from Adrian, and I went up to
Didn't
Grand
you do this
Rapids.
your freshman year in college? Weren't you doing this the whole first couple weeks?
I kind of was. I kind of was. Yeah, you have to navigate with your hand, and
Mhm.
it's even harder. I think if you live in the Upper Peninsula,
Gotta
because then
go
it's
right.
like you have to
Gotta go
make a
right.
weird
Yeah.
shape. Yeah, here's a shark type, and people in the UP live somewhere in there.
Okay.
So I think that's how they do it. But yeah, so I was constantly showing people where I lived according to my hand, and I moved north to Grand Rapids to go to school, and I got my illustration degree just from a community college because I needed to save money. And then, gosh, what else happened? I worked a lot of menial jobs for a little while after college. And then I met a girl. And
Mhm.
that was when my life changed. So I met a girl, and she's my fiance now. And her name was Elise Marie Donarski. And
Sorry if we're waking you up,
she,
Louise.
she's fine. I got my headphones in. And she was born and raised in St. Joseph. So she's been a St. Joseph girl her whole life. And we met on a cruise ship down to the Bahamas. Yeah,
What?
I know. What are the
I
chances, right?
didn't know that.
There were about 2,500 people on that ship. And her and I met. And you know what's funny? I'll tell you how we met. This is hilarious. So I'm on this ship, right? And me and my boys, we've been partying every night. And I fell asleep at this club slash bar. I drank a little bit too much, and I went to one of the tables alone, and I fell asleep. And and
Fell asleep, he
I
called
fell
it.
asleep.
Fell asleep, he
There's
called it.
music pumping, there's lights going, people are dancing, and that's right, and I am on the other side
You kind of
completely
passed
out.
out, or did you fall asleep?
I fell asleep on purpose.
What were you drinking?
I like
What weren't
whiskey
you drinking?
gingers. What wasn't I drinking? That's a good question. I think I had a little bit of everything that night. Oh, there you go. See, that actually looks sort of healthy. And I
Right.
had I had a few whiskey gingers, like just right in a row,
A
and
few is what? Three,
a a
six,
few.
nine?
I'd say between 3 and 6, maybe like 4 or 5, something like that. Which I mean, I'm a lightweight, so it doesn't take much for me. And I pass out, and then three different girls, they would come up to me and they would go tap 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 on my shoulder, and I would go, huh? And I would wake up and they would ask me, are you okay? And I would go, yeah, I'm okay. And then I'd fall right back asleep. And that happened 3 times in a row. And then the fourth girl that came up to me and tapped me on my shoulder, she said the same thing as the other 3 girls. She said, hey, are you doing okay? You all right? And I said, yeah, I'm fine. Thank you for checking on me. She did not walk away. She went and sat across from me, and then she started a conversation with me, and that was Elise.
Really?
Yeah, and she invited me down to this deck that was full of nothing but hot tubs, and
Oh,
I
oh.
know, right? So I was like,
Like
well,
she wasn't afraid you were gonna drown in the hot tub? Like you fell asleep, you were kind of loaded, and then she invited, hey, let's go to the hot tubs.
I
Okay.
know, right? I think that she knew she could monitor me. I think that's what it was. She knew that if I was drowning in a hot tub, she could pull me up. So that was good. And her and I got to talking for a long time. And we exchanged information, not through phone numbers, but through Snapchat, actually. She gave me her Snapchat info. Yeah. So once she told me she was from St. Joseph, yeah, and I lived in Grand Rapids, I had to map it out. So I went on my phone and I mapped it out. And I was like, okay, how far away are these 2 places from each other? I found out it was about an hour and a half roughly. And so I thought, that's close enough. Like, we can make this work. So her and I hung out a bunch and we developed a friendship. And then that blossomed into something even better. Yeah.
So where was you were going to the Bahamas? Where did this start? Where
So it began. So let's see. So we departed from, where was it from? It was from Florida. It was somewhere on the eastern coast of Florida.
so y'all were probably on the same plane going down to Florida.
You
No?
know, I thought about it, and we might have been. If we weren't even near each other in the plane. We must have been super separated. And yeah, so like don't think I didn't think about all of that. I was like, were we on the plane together? I was thinking about asking her about that, but I was like, you know what? It doesn't even matter. All that matters is I have your info now, and we
Oh,
can begin this.
oh.
Yeah, so that's our origin story.
And then that how long ago was this? Like 3 weeks ago kind of thing, or how long has it been?
It's been almost 2 years.
Okay.
It's been almost 2 years. Yeah, yep. And we've actually lived together for a long time. Yeah, I my living situation got weird for a little bit, and I ended up living with her and my soon-to-be mother-in-law in the same house, and that was very interesting.
I mean, like your thing got weird and you guys are dating and she's like, well,
Hmm.
you can move in with me and my mom if you want to. Oh,
Sorta, kinda. It was actually more like a, hey, my living situation right now is very weird. I would feel more comfortable living with you and your
I'm
mother-in-law.
safer with your mother, with my soon to be mother-in-law. Hey,
Yeah.
pardon me for one
Hmm.
second, okay? You ready to
Okay,
dance? Second?
I'm ready.
There are 11 people on right now.
11 people on. Oh my
So when
gosh.
there are
Hello,
11
11
people,
people.
we dance.
I'm on it.
Sometimes it lasts for the whole song. Sometimes I stop it, but it's still going strong.
That's right. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Oh, oh. Sorry, it's over. Stop dancing.
Oh,
But I
I
might
lo-
have to interrupt you again.
that's okay. I love that you like time it out perfectly when that 11th person goes. Like, boom.
Patty and
That is
William
great.
were dancing, and I'm sure if Julie's here too, she was
Yeah.
and Grace.
I
They,
see the emojis. They're very tango-esque.
yeah. So you
Yeah,
moved
I
in
like
with
it.
your not even mother-in-law. Had you proposed yet when you moved in?
No, no,
Oh,
no.
dude.
No, I lived, I know this is so weird, right?
Whoa.
So so I lived with them for a little while in this house that I'm in right now. And the relationship got better and better. And I had some bumps in the road with Elise's mom for sure. But we
Hopefully she's not
We,
watching right now, but if she is, hi, you have a
I
nice
know.
girl. She's not
And
identifying.
right. And yeah, our relationship got better over time, and we're all good now, which is great. But then I proposed to Elise on the beach, actually, right there on Lake Michigan,
Oh,
and she said yes, and we began planning the wedding soon after. So it's just everything's been like, I gotta tell you, when the dominoes fall, they really do fall in my favor. Like I've been a very lucky person.
cool. How old are you?
I just turned 27 a few days ago.
That's right.
Yeah.
Your birthday. I saw you guys on your birthday. Just coming home from you
Hmm.
had that really cool hockey
Yeah, yes, I got a Seattle Kraken jersey.
Kraken. I got to check out the
Yes,
Kraken because I have a
you do.
Seahawks shirt. I'm a Seahawks, Seattle, I'm honorary Seahawks girl.
I
So
remember you
I'm
mentioning
a
that.
Warriors girl. I'm Warriors through and through.
Oh my gosh. So actually, for just a second, I wanted to talk to you
Tell me.
about Stephen Curry breaking the all-time
Breaking the
three-point
three.
record. How cool is that? So just so you know, I know.
So
Woo!
cool. I watched. I had to go to Wings and Things to watch it.
Yeah.
That's where I go.
Okay.
I like go in stealth mode. I hide out in a corner of the 90 TVs that they have in there, and then I
I
watch
love it.
Steph like do his thing.
That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah,
So
that was. He gave
I am a
roses away
Boston.
to the kids, to the other guys.
Oh, that's true. He did. I'm a Boston Celtics fan, and I've
Okay.
been a Boston Celtics fan for a while. So he actually took that crown from Ray Allen, who was on the Boston Celtics,
Mhm.
and I thought that was very significant. And
Mhm.
because I scroll through Facebook and I see your little basketball emojis and all that good stuff, and it's yeah, it's fantastic, and I'm glad that Steph has the crown now. That's very
I love
cool.
him. I think he's just so
Hmm.
cool. He's so cool.
He
I wish
is.
they hadn't moved from Oakland to San Francisco, but
Yeah, there have been a lot of different sports teams making a lot of different moves to different cities, and it's I don't want to say it's good, but it's interesting. I'll say that. It's interesting for sure.
Well, how did you find the Krakens?
So, I I still like going to minor league hockey games. I would go to Grand Rapids Griffins games all the time. And because they're super cheap, it's fun to watch, it's entertaining. And I just thought, why am I not an NHL fan? Like, why am I not a fan of a team? And so this brand new team came into the NHL, and they're like, "Hey, it's our first year, so why not? Why not pick the Seattle Kraken?" I like the logo. I think it's very slick. I like that. Yeah, and I
What
just
is the
figure I
logo?
like.
Is it? I forget. I saw it on your shirt.
So it's like a really big S, but they've made it almost like it's a tentacle.
Right, right.
Yeah. And it's got the red eye like the Kraken does. Ooh, it's very intimidating.
Okay, so you love hockey.
I
You
like
love,
hockey.
you
I
love it.
love basketball.
You love basketball. Okay, you
I
love Elise.
love basketball.
You have a
I love
cool
Elise.
dog.
I do have a cool dog. His name's Biscuit. He's very old. Yeah, he's an old boy, but he's great. He is 16 now, so he's an old boy. And I think, did he ever get to meet Lillian or no?
I, they haven't really hung out, but I think she would like him.
Okay.
Edmonton Oilers all the way, according to Rob Morocco. He's
Edmonton Oilers. Hey, go Edmonton Oilers. Yes,
hey, go Ken.
absolutely.
I have to learn the songs and everything. I'm honorary Canadian because of my roots shirt on.
I know. I was going to comment on your sweatshirt. I think that's really cool. I
You
like that
know
graphic.
about roots?
I do not. Are we talking roots like roots like the band Roots?
No. Oh, I know the Roots. I love the Roots. No,
Okay.
the
Yeah.
Roots is a company in Canada, like outdoor gear, mittens,
Oh.
that if you don't get the right size, kind of get embedded into your forehead. But
Okay.
because I just love this sweatshirt. I just
It
love.
looks very like I'm all about comfort. I'm always looking for more comfortable things, like whatever they are. And I'm a little jealous right now because I got this flimsy t-shirt and you got that nice comfy
I do.
sweatshirt.
I do. I do.
Hmm.
You are a total natural for the show. I'm gonna before I even go any further, would you consider coming back sometime?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, no question. I totally would.
So what did you
Mhm.
have for lunch today?
For lunch today, oh boy, what did I have for lunch today? That's a great interview question. What'd you have for lunch today? You know what? I'll tell you what I had for dinner because that's more interesting.
Okay.
So I cooked up this. What I like to do is go to the grocery. I do the grocery shopping, and I also do most of the cooking. And I paired together these pork chops, like these really good sized pork chops, with a vegetable medley that had garlic butter, like kind of melted over it. And it was just fantastic. Yeah. I added this Cajun seasoning to the pork, like while it was cooking.
Okay.
And, because I add it to both sides and then you flip it when it's cooking appropriately. And you just let that garlic butter start to just kind of sit in the pan with the mixed vegetables and you kind of sift it around. It's fantastic. So I made that for dinner. And that was actually after I just got back tonight from I went to Pete's Cider Social. It's like a bowling alley slash cider place. Yeah.
Yeah. Used to be,
Yeah.
it was, what was it called, Jenna? Stevensville. What was the bowling alley called in Stevensville? My brain just left.
Yep. It did. Yep. It was still a bowling alley. I don't remember the name of it either, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
I haven't been there since I was about 9. But
Oh, wow.
so
Okay.
you were there for a party, a group of people, or doing your other
So
work? I know you do some other cool work.
I do, yeah. So I mean, I'm a real estate agent, and I'm doing okay so far. It's been cool. It's been again, the dominoes are falling in my way. So I think it's half hard work and half good luck. And yeah, so things are going all right with that. But it was kind of a social event where young professionals could meet up and network with each other.
Oh.
Yeah, and I
Did you
actually did I what?
did you meet
Say that
any
again.
young professionals?
I did, yeah. I met some young professionals. That was the exact demographic that was there, so I got lucky. And I actually you know how people will hand out their business cards left and right when they're at these networking events, like they're just handing them out like a deck of cards. So I actually have this wrist device called a Popple. It's Popl, and it was about $30. And what it is, it's you take the back of your phone and you go tap, and then you have all my information. You got my phone number, my email, my website, which by the way, for the viewers and commenters, hi everybody. The website is easywithbrandon.co. Co. Easywithbrandon.co.
What you can do too is go back to this later
Mm-hmm.
and you can put in anything you want, answer people, say hello, do whatever you want, put it in.
Oh, awesome.
I
Okay.
think also, I know I didn't know about the device, but I know there's an
Mm-hmm.
app of some sort where you can tap your phone. But that's kind of nice. You don't have to tap your phone. You can just you do the wrist.
Exactly. Yeah, because I
Interesting.
thought about it like with the COVID situation happening, it's things are different now, and you got to be able to adapt. And I
Good.
just thought like, I wonder how people would feel now mentally about me handing them a business card that they
Mhm.
have to hold on to, because it's like hand to hand contact.
Mhm.
But if we can do, device to device contact, then that's a little less personal, and maybe they would be more comfortable with that in terms of like the touching.
And there's also that thing where you could scan when I go to conferences, they have the barcode on
Yeah, the
your.
QR code. Yep.
We do
Hmm.
we Rolf and I did a cool thing. The guitar player I work with, we
Yep.
created 3 QR codes on our banner. We had a QR code for our website and 2 QR codes for songs.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah.
But then there's that other thing where you go up to somebody's name tag and you scan it. Well, they're scanning right here. So they're like, oh,
Okay.
let me just try to scan. And you're like, dude, here. So I like the Popple thing. That's a good idea. I'll have to check that out. You'll have to let me know. I
Yeah.
just need
I
to do
feel like
what?
I feel like I would have more fun scanning someone's abdomen for fun. I feel like that would be more fun.
That's what some people like, I guess. And that
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. Just like, hey Jenna, hold still while I scan your kidney real quick. There you
Right.
go.
Right.
Got it.
I'm doing this I'm conversation with the creative, so I can get you on here really quick.
Oh,
So
great.
you're creative with these tables.
I am, yeah. And I only started doing this a few months ago and I'm sort of addicted now. It's
Do you
it's
have
very,
one
very cool.
there? Did you make one for your mother-in-law yet?
I haven't made one for my mother-in-law yet. She actually has too much furniture, so maybe she could get rid of some, and then I can make her a table.
Oh,
but
does
but
she think
oh, don't
she
worry,
has
she'll be
too much
fine.
furniture?
Is she? Oh, what about her furniture?
Do you think she thinks she has too much furniture?
No, no, not at all. I think she thinks she has just the right amount of furniture. But yeah, so I've mostly been doing coffee table size tables. And but I can do anything really. I have a jigsaw that I work with, so I can cut the table to any dimensions. And I could do end tables, nightstands, coffee tables, dining tables, kitchenettes, all kinds of little things. And
Doing that here, like upstairs in the apartment?
yeah, I do that in that little tiny apartment. Yep,
Wow.
that's where I make them. They are handmade there.
Because you don't have
Yes.
access to the basement.
No, I do not. I
Okay.
do not.
Okay.
Nope, I've got no access to that, unfortunately. But it's okay. I have a woodworking table, like a little fold-away one, and I've gotten very creative with the whole figuring this out process to where I can make a table efficiently inside my own apartment.
That's so cool.
It's cool stuff. It's cool. I think my favorite thing to do is pick out which color I'm going to use for the river in the middle of the table. And so far, it's been mostly cool colors. It's been a lot of blues. It's been some greens, and I think I want to use red. I think I want to switch it up and use red once and see how that looks.
Ooh, I think that would be cool.
Yeah. What's your favorite color?
So hard.
Yeah.
I like the blues, but I like greens. I like the blue green kind of thing. Like I like this color a lot.
Okay. So that's like teal-ish.
Yeah, tealish.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
like teal.
My favorite color is purple currently.
I like purple too.
I know purple's great, but I'm honestly teal is growing on me. Teal is definitely growing on me. So I might switch it to teal. Who knows? Who
Maybe
knows what I'll
during
do?
your Saturn return, you'll go to the teal. But do you
Maybe.
have brothers and sisters?
I do. I have one older brother, so not anything too crazy. He is 6 years older than me, so he'd be 33 now, and his name is Jason.
Hi,
And yes, hi Jason. Yeah, hey Jay. I call him Jay. And yeah, and if he does, I hope he watches this. That would be great. And but he lives in my hometown still, and he's actually he just got married a few months ago, so congrats to him.
Whoa.
And I know so many weddings going on. It's crazy.
Jay.
Yeah,
Hey, Jay. Hey, hold
yeah.
on, everybody. Ready?
Oh, we're bringing it in.
I'm gonna be like See, I have to watch it. I can't when I'm dancing or talking or watching numbers. Brandon. Okay, sorry. No more dancing.
It's all right.
So, your brother's up there. Okay.
That's
And
right.
it's these tables, so we can't see one. So you're gonna have to come back.
I have to come back. Yes, and you know what? I bet by the time I come back, I have 5 tables so far that I've made 5, and I think and like I said, I've only been in this for like 2.5 months, so I've been really kicking these tables out. And I think by the time I come back on the show, I bet you I may have 10, maybe more.
And have you started marketing them yet?
So I thought up a company
Starting
name.
tonight, right now. You're marketing right now. So
I know. Yes, I'm marketing currently. Hello, everyone. I'm marketing now. I thought up a little company name, and it's called 94 Woods, and it's based off of the year I was born. So I'm going with 1994.
born
So
in 1994, kids.
I was born in 1994. Everyone. Yes, that's right. That's right.
We've had some younger people on the show. We've had 11-year-old. You can
Oh,
come
awesome.
twice. William says you can come back twice a day. You can. I'll just
I
go,
can come back twice. Well,
Brandon, come on over.
yeah,
I'll
just yell
over.
through the window.
I'll do an 11-11 from there, and I can see some of the tables.
Ooh,
Or,
that would be awesome.
on
I would
location
love
like
that.
I did today. Hey, you guys, if you didn't see today's show with Tom Eltai, go back and check out today's show. He is just a wealth of information about sound, and just his life story is so incredible. And I'm definitely sorry, you guys. Ready? Got to dance a little bit more here. Hi, Jeff. This is Brandon.
Hi, Jeff.
Born in 1994.
1994. It was a good year.
they're staying. Okay, back to 10. So you've
Yes.
made 5 tables.
I've made
You were
5
born
tables
in
so far.
1994.
That's
Okay.
right.
Got
1994.
pork
Yes.
chops and vegetables for dinner. I'm getting the Brandon vibe right now.
Yeah. Yes. You're getting the basics down. This is good. This is really good.
And is Biscuit with you or not?
Biscuit's asleep right now.
Okay.
Yes, he is current. Like I said, he's a real old boy, so he sleeps a lot.
Can you tell us about this sleeve action you got going on here?
About this sleeve action, yes, I can. I can't. I gotta back it up to fit the whole thing in. There we go. So yeah, I've got quite a few different tattoos, and they all mean something. And so this was. Did you ever get one of those 23andMe DNA kits?
Yes.
I did as well.
Okay.
And once I got mine, and I got my full results back about like where my origins came from, where I started, um, I found different, really popular textile patterns in those different places that my ancestors came from, and I picked the ones that I liked the most, and I got them all the way up my arm.
Whoa, let's see. So can
So
you
yeah,
tell us what those textiles are?
sure. So okay, so let's see here. So initially, I got just a band of this right here. I got just this band, and I added this on more recently. So this band right here that I initially got, it starts with some Mayan patterns, and then from here, we've got the Greek keys, and this whole part right here is Greek. So this was mostly used in their pottery that they would carve into, was that. And then we've got the Celtic knots, which a lot of Irish people are very familiar with. Then we've got Scandinavian diamonds, which is very interesting. I did not know that these even existed, but I guess that this is a super common pattern in Scandinavia. And then these are Northeast African arrows. So this is a super common pattern that they would also use on their pottery. I found a lot of like common items like pottery, blankets, like flooring patterns that they would use on the ground. And then finally, this one is Native American, and this is a super common blanket pattern that they would use in there. So there's that one as well. So there's all kinds of stuff, all kinds of stuff. Hmm. Yeah,
And did you design those yourself? Did you say
I
what I wanted, or how did you go about?
um well, I don't want to say I designed them myself because the patterns were already there for me to choose from, but I did pick which order I wanted them to be in. So I did do that. So all of the order of how this goes, I chose all of that. And then I kind of pieced it together with an artist while I was still living in Grand Rapids at Honest to Goodness. Shout out to Tiffany, my old tattoo artist. She's great.
Okay,
Yes.
can you show us one more tattoo while we do it
Yeah,
11 dance again?
absolutely. Yeah. So let's see. Oh, God. I don't even know. Let's see. Yeah. There's that one. And that's a tiger.
Tiger.
Yeah, it's a tiger. That's right.
You're a good sport, brother. Tell us about the tiger.
Yeah, so the tiger, I know, I wish I could get a good angle of it here, but there is a tiger head on my arm. That's actually the most recent one that I've gotten. And that one's actually a cute story. So when I was a little boy, when I was a toddler,
Like
I had this,
1996.
yeah, like 1996. And I had this little stuffed cat, and I called it Kitty. I called it Kitty. And I would drag that thing around by the tail, and I would take it everywhere with me. Like that was my best friend. And it's the only stuffed animal that I've kept all the way up to now. So from toddler age all the way up to now, I still have that cat.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
cute.
I've still got it. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm all grown up now. And if this cat were a real cat, what would it look like today? Because it was a tiger. It was a little tiger. Like what would be the adult tiger version of this now? And so I went online and I did a lot of different searching to be like, I'll tell you the most popular picture of tigers are very aggressive tigers, like doing roars. And I just thought, I don't think my tiger would be like that. I think my tiger would be very, very majestic, very subdued. And I found this tiger, and it was beautiful. So I was like, that's exactly what my tiger would be like today if it were all grown up. And so I got that
That's so
tattoo.
cool.
Yeah. So even if my apartment were to burn down tomorrow and that cat were
Yeah,
gone,
don't say that. Don't say that
I
because
won't say
our
that.
houses are very, very close. Well, actually, you know what, Brandon? I think,
Yeah.
hold on a second. You might be
Okay.
on to something.
I might be onto
Maybe
something. Okay.
maybe your house should burn down and like spread some gasoline over to mine. Let us know when it's happening first so I can get my
Yeah.
stuff out and
Right. You
I'll
can
build this
evacuate.
house.
There
Cool.
you
We're
go.
all set.
Perfect. Yes. This is good. Okay. So we have an insurance plan. Perfect. All right.
Wait,
Great. So yeah. So
Robert
I
Ray
just thought,
Williams.
so I
Robin
just
Rob.
thought, oh,
Sorry.
who do we got in here? That's
No,
okay.
I'm reading something that, hey, Bob, please,
Yeah.
oh, don't say that. I know I don't like fires either, but
I know. I know. I gotcha. I saw Jeff's
Bob,
comment earlier that he has ties that are older than I am.
right.
So that
I'm
was pretty funny. That
Jeff,
was pretty
very
good.
funny man. Jeff is here every Saturday morning. One more
Yeah.
Saturday morning with Jeff Metzger. And he is here every Saturday, and he has been since almost the beginning.
Oh,
And
wow.
there
Okay.
a lot of our regulars are on tonight. Carl, you're right. I should do a show of people's body art. I'm ready.
Sure. That would be fun. That'd be really fun.
And Robert, you need to come on the show too. Super cool. So
Mhm.
how many tattoos, do you know how many tattoos you have?
There is, yeah, yeah. It's not like a crazy amount, but it's okay. I've got one, two, there's writing there,
What's the
three.
writing? What's
So
the writing?
the writing is a quote by Henry Matisse, the really, really old artist that hung out with Van Gogh and all those
He was
guys.
born way before 1994, right?
He was far away before 1994. And it's a quote from him that just says, creativity takes courage. And
Oh,
yeah, I got that tattoo when I was super young. And I just thought, I'm going to college for illustration and I'm really nervous. I don't know if I'm going to succeed or not and get my degree. And so I felt like that tattoo was relevant to me at the time. So I got it.
so are you a good drawer?
I would say so, yeah, compared to my other people, my friends. I
Can
would
you
say
do
so.
that? Can you be in a bar and draw on a cocktail napkin and draw really cool stuff?
I could if someone asked me to, yeah.
That is one of the most awesomest things there is on the planet. People say, "Oh, I wish I could
Yeah.
sing." I go, "Oh, I wish I could draw on a cocktail napkin." Give me notice, please, when you're planning body art. Okay, got it. Sometimes,
It's very discreet. So luckily I don't have any discreet ones. So the first tattoo I ever got was
that was
two
Carl's
sit
idea, everybody, but we'll do this. We'll do it.
it
So
will
far,
do
I
it.
don't know how
That's
many
right.
of it's curious,
Yeah.
you guys. How many of you have? I have no body art. I,
No? Okay. Now is that just a personal choice?
it's just never been my thing. I,
Okay, that's fair.
I'm sort of chameleon in my style of clothing. Like one day I wear couture and the next day I'm wearing roots.
I
And not
see.
that roots isn't couture because actually I have to say these roots, this right here, this is
Hmm.
velvet, you guys. It's like, ooh, soft.
Ooh. Oh
But
my gosh.
one
Wow.
day I'm wearing, like Saturday night I was in a gown kind of thing, and
Hmm.
Saturday morning I was in jeans, and so I kind of go all over the place. And I haven't figured out, although I like your style about the different
Not this
ethnicity.
one. Also.
I'm thinking I like that, but so far no body art, no William and Patty, neither one of them have body art. But I know there are 1111ers that do, and I know there are some that have quite a few. So
For the next one, I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'm thinking it's going to be a relatively small one. And if you do decide to get an idea down for a tattoo, like a concrete idea that you're like, I love this, I want to get this, and I'm not going to go back on it. If you find one, I will go get a tattoo with you.
okay,
Yeah, so not matching ones, just to clarify, but I will be in attendance with you getting a different tattoo.
it might be like when I'm older, but you'll be older then too. So
I will be. I will be.
because I think about it, I think like there are a couple ideas I have. One idea I have is the signatures of people in my life that aren't here anymore.
Ooh,
But
okay.
I have their signatures. So I've thought
I
about
see.
that. And then I thought about so like to get rid of things, not recycle. I wouldn't put recycle, but the words "throw it away" are very important words to me. They're from a song that a dear friend and mentor wrote to me. So I pick something up and I go, "Throw it away, throw it away." But I think I might just draw it on my arm first and see if it's what I really want to do. Because that's commitment, dude. That's
It
like
is. It
major.
really is. Yeah, I honestly I don't really like to do anything halfway. I'm a very full send kind of person. I real estate, I'm into it. Working on these tables, I'm very into it. The body art, I'm into it. Committing
You
to
can draw. That's so cool.
it's fun. It's really
Drawing
fun.
is so
And
awesome.
you know what kills me? What kills me is when my buddies in school would go, "Man, I wish I could draw." It's like, you can. You can.
It's
Anyone
hard.
can draw. I get it's hard, but
Anyone
it's
can
not
sing,
impossible.
but not everyone sounds good when they sing.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I actually like to do a little bit of singing myself, and I don't think
Really?
I'm too bad. Yeah.
What kind of singing?
I mean, it's very typical singing. It's shower singing, it's in the car singing, but I do sing with other people in attendance. I'm not always alone. So I do have a small audience every now and again. And, I've recently really been into John Mayer. I've been into a lot of different John Mayer songs. Yeah, he's
John.
very good. Yeah, John's cool. And I like his voice and I like his tunes as well, like aside from his voice. I like his music.
He's a good guy. He writes really well. Well, I'll tell you
Yeah.
what. This Thursday is the third Thursday of the month, and usually I have
Mhm.
Karaoke tonight, but
Oh, okay.
we're not. And Karaoke is we have musical guests the third Thursday of every
Mhm.
month. But I've been kind of slacking off a little bit because we did it last month during my 1111th show. And so and then I had a
Oh,
big concert this past weekend. But could you sing us a song?
could I sing you a song?
Yeah,
Oh gosh.
just a little, like, because so we can represent Karaoke here tonight.
Sure. Let's see here. Actually, there's one song not by John Mayer that I've been listening to recently. It's actually about a really old country artist called Travis Tritt.
Travis Tritt.
And yeah, have you ever heard of him?
Yes, I have.
Perfect. So it's this song and it's called Love of a Woman.
Hmm.
And that song is fantastic. Like obviously he's got It's a Great Day to Be Alive. That's like his big one. But Love of a Woman, that was also a really nice one that I like to sing to. So that one, oh gosh, you got me on the spot here
Well, it's
now,
just a
Jenna.
little bit, just a little, just because
Just a
I
little
don't
bit.
know the song. Yeah, you don't have to sing the whole song.
Okay,
Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon.
okay. Let's see. So I'll give you the chorus.
Okay.
And where would we be without the love of a woman? Standing behind her man, even when he's wrong. The true, pure, undying love of a woman makes a man a fool to think he can make it alone.
These guys going so well.
Thank you, William.
Thank you. So you're that would be a nice song maybe to sing at your wedding.
I'm thinking about it. hmm I'm thinking about. I actually just asked Elise the other day. I was like, "Hey, would you be embarrassed at all if I sang you a song at our wedding?"
No, you could
She
sing
said no.
while she's driving, while she's walking down the aisle.
Whew, that would be a lot. That would be a lot for me
My
to
brother
do.
did that at his wedding, and my nephew just did that. I sang at my nephew's wedding, but yeah, ooh.
Yeah. So I want to hear about because I know that obviously I know I'm the guest here, but I have got to hear about your recent show that you did.
Oh, I performed with the Southwest Michigan Symphony Orchestra on Saturday night. They had a show which featured a conductor by the name of Rachel, who was my guest last Thursday morning on her way into town. That's been a week ago already, you guys. And it was wonderful. It was all artists from Southwest Michigan, and the orchestra is fabulous. And they had a dance troupe. Rhonda Rabber's dance troupe was there, and a choir was there, and William was there, and Pat and April was there, and it was really fun. And I got to sing 4 songs, and I was really nervous, and because you don't,
See,
he says you're singing with an orchestra, there's not a lot of improvising that goes on. You just have to
right.
do it right then, and you get one pass at the rehearsal to do the song, and then you shed it when you go home, and then you have one pass the night of the performance. You can't go, hey, excuse me, all 80 of you, do you mind if we start over? Can we just start over right here? Which I've done with the symphony orchestra, but not this particular one. So it was
Gotcha.
super fun. Super fun. I wish I
It
was
sounds like it.
next week. Yeah, that was cool.
Man, okay.
But
Now was that like a one-time show, or was that a recurring
yeah,
thing that
their
they did?
winter
Oh
concert.
wow. Okay. All
And I
right.
performed. Is this the third or fourth time I performed with that symphony? I think it might be my fourth time.
Okay. So did you, when you were all done, did you get to listen to yourself back and kind of hear how everything sounded?
Well, I did because it showed up in my feed on Facebook.
Okay.
But
So performance-wise, how do you think you did?
I think I did really well, and considering the material that I was given to work with, which is not my normal range and not my normal style, I did it beautifully. And I was
Okay.
really happy with how it worked out. Yeah. Oh, I would have just
Awesome.
been, oh, it takes a lot of, well, it takes a lot of stamina to work with a symphony, but because it's just this locked concentration that you have with the conductor, and you're
Mhm.
trusting her and she's trusting you, and you're just doing it. But it was really cool, and I wish I get to do it again soon somewhere. If anyone has a symphony that they want me to sing with, I'm ready.
Yes.
Maybe
Please.
Brandon is ready
Yes.
too.
Maybe I'm ready too. Yeah. I'll tell you, at the bowling social thing tonight, I was yelling a lot, so my voice is sort of out. But I hope that I didn't make anybody's ears hurt.
Not at all. Well, thank you,
And
Patty, and
yeah.
thank you, William. So have you sold any of your tables yet?
I have not put any of my tables
Okay.
up for sale yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Can
it hasn't
you
even
keep the very first one you made?
can I show you the very first one I made?
But no, you need to keep the very first one you made.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. That one is my current coffee table, like my coffee table.
Keep
Yep.
that.
I will keep that one. Yes. And you know what's so funny? You and Elise are on the exact same page, because I told her, I was like, you know what? I like the way this looks. I feel like someone would buy this. And she said, what are you talking about? No, you cannot sell this one.
No, that's
This is
your,
the first one.
you can't. You'll never sell that. That'll be your kid's coffee table.
Yeah, that probably will be my kid's
Or the
coffee
dog
table.
or your dog's coffee table, whatever.
Right. Because
Or
Lord knows
put
my
your
dog's
plans
drinking
on
coffee.
it. Whatever. Whatever. Do you drink coffee?
Oh, I do religiously. Yeah. Yes. Yep. Yep. Every morning. Every morning.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I just got a nice little Venmo. Thank you.
Well, look at that.
11 with Jenna with an $11.11 donation.
Fantastic.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sell them at NFTs. What?
Sell them as NFTs. Ah, that's funny. Do you know what NFTs are?
No, I guess I don't. What is it?
So I'll take 30 seconds. So they stand for non-fungible token. And basically what it is, so imagine it like a piece of art. So
Oh,
someone,
right.
yeah, exactly. So,
Keep
it's a
going though.
one,
Keep going though. Tell me
yeah,
about it. Okay.
yeah. So it's like a one of a kind piece. It's a one of a kind thing. There are no there are no remakes, there are no recreations. And essentially you can hold on to the thing almost like a commodity. And so people will make, like, a big thing online right now has been pixel art. So people have been making different pixel pieces and then selling them for crazy amounts of money.
Crazy. It's like
Crazy
Bitcoin
amounts of money.
for art, right? That type. I mean,
Sure. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep, exactly. So imagine an art gallery, but in your computer. It's like that.
Well, I'm ready to sell I'll sell whatever as NFT. Let's go.
Yeah, hey, go for it. Why not? It seems like a lot of people are doing it. It seems relatively easy. So I say go for it.
Well, you probably know some technology that I'd love to learn, so I will yell across the hello. So neither one of you are home right now. I wave and nothing happens. Okay.
No.
I'm going to let you go because it's after midnight and
Oh
I
gosh. Okay.
took Lillian out for a walk. But
Okay.
you are just an absolute delight and breath of fresh air. And I just think you're super cool. And I'm happy that we're neighbors. And I'm happy that you're here. And I hope you come back.
I'm happy that we're neighbors too. That makes me happy that you're happy. And to everybody in the comments section, everybody that viewed tonight, thank you. And thank you for any donations to Jenna. She deserves it. She works hard.
Aw.
And yeah, and another Thursday, another time, I will be back on and we'll talk even more about all kinds of stuff.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask you one thing. Would you please pick a letter?
Mm, T,
T?
T.
T, 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 T. Here we are tonight with Brandon. Here we are tonight. He was born in 1994. Oh, T. He's got a lot of tattoos and he knows all about them. He'll tell you every story, even that tiger on his arm. Oh, my teas are a charm. And I thank you, Brandon, for being here tonight. So stay safe, stay healthy, and be real nice and tell Elise she is so cool. And I would love to have you on maybe more than once or twice. And her too. And a biscuit needs to come on the show. So all of you have thoughtful thoughts, tremendous words, and a real tiger-like heart. Thank you, Brandon. You were super awesome, man. Really.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a really good night and come back anytime and watch the show. And I hope if your mother-in-law sees the show that she loves it as much as we did.
You know, I got a good feeling that she will. Thank you so much for having me on, and I hope you have a great night as well.
You too. Love hard, everybody. Real hard.